They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So North Carolina's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athletic.
Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And, Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plugging.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The short hands, it's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Hurricanes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Leaves it with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, it's so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Fears the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Lopez wants to fire. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going for it all. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The kick is on its way, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Powers through the defender.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's back. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking to throw, it's back. With the catch, it's Fletcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
At the 40, there he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
Man, oh, man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Lopez to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. Looking for a big gain. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Beck. He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Creates a little room. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Oh, what a move. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this cornerback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Lee.
It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The run from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it inside the 10, now 2nd and goal from the 9. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. It's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him.
He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, North Carolina! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and we keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end,